The head coach of the Chargers, Brandon Staley, one of the young guys that has risen through the ranks quickly, was a defensive coordinator for the Rams a year ago, and Kevin Stefanski sees a lot of good things from this Chargers defense.
Yeah, they do a really nice job, Scott. Multiple personnel groupings, so multiple versions of nickel, multiple versions of their base. They can line up in different fronts. I think they do a really nice job in coverage. I've seen the coverage elements of this with Coach Staley and what Coach Fangio, what they did together in Chicago, and of course it's evolved. But they just do a really nice job. They play really sound coverage to match with their really physical front.
And, you know, the one thing that is interesting, that defensive line is pretty good in passing situations. So there's the run game not quite as good as far as defense goes for those Chargers.
No, we've spent a lot of time on the Orange and Brown Talk podcast this week talking about that Chargers run defense, and is that an area? It's like, oh, okay, cool. Well, the Browns are good at that. So that might lean into that, right? That's how you attack them. Well, how do you deal with Joey Bosa as a pass rusher? It's like, don't pass. Just hand the ball to Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, and don't give Joey Bosa a chance to exploit those matchups. So that does feel real. I think that if you're trying to find the edge, but you know, Dave, this is what we're going to do all year. It's like, oh, find the edge for the Browns. It's like, I don't know, run game versus the run defense for the other team. I mean, listen, man, you could get anybody off the street to come on your show and say that. Oh, the Browns are good at running it, but that's all I got. So this does feel like we were debating on the podcast, could it be a huge Kareem Hunt game? Somebody suggested that. And it was like, no, we think it'll be a huge Nick Chubb game, because Nick Chubb had his first 100-yard game last week. And I was like, man, you really got to get Nick Chubb going. And then I looked it up, and he's second in the NFL in rushing. And I was like, what am I talking about? You got to get Nick Chubb going, because he's had like 85 yards every week, but he hasn't exploded. We haven't seen those 40-yard runs in the fourth quarter. I think his longest run this year is a 26-yarder. So that kind of thing, right? Wear him down, run all game, and then let Nick Chubb put a game away in the fourth quarter. That might be what's on tap here.
Yeah, I would agree. And to illustrate the point, Chargers run defense, 30th in the league. They are giving up 5.3 yards per carry. Browns lead the league with 177 yards running the ball per game.